Our daily Bible verse for February 12th, 2026 is Matthew 5, verses 15 and 16. So we get a twofer. In the King James Version, we have, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light shine so before men, that when they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. In the New International Version, we have, neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl, but instead they put it on its stand, and it gives its light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before men, that they may see your good deeds and praise your Father in heaven. And down below, we got men versus people. So it's just taking the gender out. Candle versus lamp. Now, I need you to understand that either one of these things, when this is written, they're talking about active open flame, and not a lamp like we have where we put shades on lamps. We put shades on lamps so we can point the light at a particular direction, because we're aiming the light at something. Don't put shade on anybody's light unless you want it focused on the way you're putting shade. Bushel, because it illuminates everything that's around it. Bushel versus bowl. Okay, now bushel in this instance makes me think of I thought that was a unit of measure, like a bushel of wheat. I guess maybe you measure in a bushel as well as a bowl. I admit I don't know enough about farming to say anything about that. But versus instead. These are really, everything after the but negates the first. Instead is a redirect. So doing the same thing. Candlestick versus its stand. And this is just a matter of, well, what kind of lamp? Oil lamp in some cases. Because not so much with the bees and the beeswax. I mean, I'm not saying it didn't exist. Candles didn't exist there. No. But, you got to think about how hot it was. They were in the desert. They were not in a temperate climate. And wax melts easy. So oil lamps put inside of metal things gonna last longer. Or clay things, depending upon how much money you could afford. Giveth versus gives. Unto all versus everyone. Unto all versus everyone. Giveth versus gives means the same thing. Unto all versus everyone. Unto all is everyone. So versus in the same way, and that literally means the same thing. Works versus deeds. In order for it to be your deed, you need to do something. It's a deed. I mean, even if you like that song and you play for the other side, like AC/DC song, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, you understand that is something you're doing, just like your works are something you're doing. Glorify versus praise. Now, to glorify something is to praise it. Which is versus in. Our Father which is in heaven versus your Father in heaven. Your Father which is in heaven versus your Father in heaven. And in which case they mean the same thing. Which is just like, in case you didn't know. In case you didn't know, this is where he is the intonation there. God did not make anybody a light to allow those around them to make them feel unimportant. He gave you something to do that only you can do. It doesn't mean the devil is not going to try to throw haters. If you're wondering where your energy readings are, for some reason, technology failures, I had to re-record. And I don't keep those energy readings because they're only good for that time. So I don't have them to redo. May we all remember that we are meant to shine our light. And that while one thing may not work, do what you can to shine the light where you need to. Because you still got a job to do.